بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على مولانا رسول الله أشرف المرسلين. Majesty, Excellency, Mr. General, Director General of the ILO, and dear friend, Mr. Gilbert Hongbo, Excellency and dear friend, Pierre-Yves Dermagne, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of the Economy and Employment in Belgium, Excellencies, permanent representatives of Belgium and Morocco in the United Nations. First of all, I would like to address my sincere thanks to the Kingdom of Belgium for the condolences and support that you've shown to the Moroccan people and authorities after the earthquake hit the region of Al Haous near to Marrakesh nearly a week ago. I'd like to say that Moroccans, and as part of the Moroccan people and authorities, they knew that they have sincere and authentic friends who came with moral and material support to this devastating earthquake. Of course, this is the reason for which I couldn't make the trip and be part physically of this important meeting, co-chairing with my counterpart the ministerial meeting of the Group of Friends of Decent Work for Sustainable Development, which is an important group, as we all know, that advocates and supports this important part of the policy that the ILO is advocating, and the United Nations more generally makes as one of the top priorities. I'd like to stress the fact that it's important for our two countries and all the allies in this group of friends to work together and show that multilateralism still can work if coordinated action is undertaken. And I think that we can provide the example of a coordinated general action as part of the plan of the General Director of the ILO, of this international and global coalition for social justice, and of course as part of the plan of the United Nations General Secretary to have this job accelerator, which is an important tool and an important dynamic that will help get all the nations together addressing crucial and important and tackling important issues that our societies are facing today. I think that the distinguished relationships between Morocco and Belgium and the qualitative and quantitative policies that we could lead, both in our countries, but also in all the other countries that are member of the Group of Friends, are important to be showcased and to help enhance the decent work all over the world. Decent work is not just a title that we want to endorse. Decent work is a reality for millions, if not billions, of citizens of the world. Morocco has implemented a couple of critical and unprecedented reforms to that regard. First of all, we managed to have a historic agreement on social dialogue, because the government, under the directions of His Majesty King Mohammed VI, may God assist him, provided the conducive framework for the players so that we can make the reforms smooth ones but effective ones. We've been working now for nearly 2 years in different sectors, educational sector, higher education, health sector, but also with the private sector, to make sure that the conditions of the workers get better. We are working now to revamp our labor code and make sure that the post-pandemic era in Morocco will not deplete the rights, but also will help companies seek growth and competitiveness. This social agreement is the critical point of departure for our reforms, and we believe that it will provide, for the first time in Morocco for nearly 3 decades, a unique opportunity for all the players to bring their part of contribution to build the new Morocco that we want for our citizens, for our workers, and for those who might choose not necessarily to have a wage, a normal salary. The decent work also is an institutional affair that needs resources, material, financial resources, that needs regulations, and that needs, of course, political will. And besides this important topic, social protection is also the other big and important and generalized dynamic that is badly needed in all countries, especially after the COVID-19 showed how weak and poor many countries and policies are with regards to the rights of their citizens, and the first right being, of course, the right to live and to have a proper medication. Morocco, under the guidance of His Majesty, launched a huge program that requires important resources, and we moved from 2020 to now from nearly half of the population having access to social protection to all the workers today, because we've launched a very ambitious plan. We generalized the access to social protection in parallel to a very deep reform on the health sector, so that the services can be delivered to all those who will be granted the access or are already granted the access to social protection. This year, we are trying to work hard to generalize the access to the family allowances, and of course, we're dealing with the other components of social protection in 2024 and 2025. This 5-year plan is important for us, and we've delivered a huge amounts of budgets, let's say huge budgets, so that this can be achieved in a timely way. The dignity of the citizens, the right for our populations to live decently, to have access to proper medication and proper social protection more generally, the right for our populations to work a happy life, to live a happy life while working, while changing maybe the jobs, is critical and essential when we design our policies. This is just to say that you have a friend, a country that is a friend, Morocco, and I think that along with our friends from Belgium, with whom we have a unique partnership in so many areas, we can help boost this group and make sure that the decent work will be part of our daily lives with the support of all the member countries that I would like to thank for their support and for their engagement. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for listening, and hopefully that we can host you in Morocco or in Marrakesh very soon.